Hello there, interwebs. Doing it again. Yeah, I know, you can't get rid of us. What can I say? So, yeah, welcome back to my channel tonight. Carry on streaming Kaiju special. So it's going to be good. It's going to be good. So without further ado, let's get everybody else in. Let's see who's here. First up, it's the bastard son of Sean the Sheep and Shirley Bassey. It's People Circus. Hey, peeps.
I don't know what to say. That's the best intro I've ever had. Thank you.
Okay, I'm glad. I aim to please. I aim to please. How you doing?
Yeah, pretty good.
Cool,
I'm missing an action with a cap on the start now.
Yeah, I know. We need to update that whole startup, but you know that's one of those sad days for CGUK. You know.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that somebody's going to solve it. In fact, we know somebody's going to solve it. It's our own resident cuddly communist himself is going to solve it. It's Common Mark.
It's the greatest unsolved mystery of the history of CGUK. If you want to find out the truth, then you'll have to back my Daredevil because it's in there.
It is indeed. Yeah. Okay. Excellent. We've also got, of course, we have nothing if not diverse. So it's our own resident African himself, Chubb. Chubb. His microphone's off. Yeah, because he's so intense in his work. Or he's the next member of CGUK to be knocked off without us knowing. I don't know.
Hello.
Hey, Chubb. And indeed, it's our dynamic historical or historic dynamic or hysterical duo, Jan and Charlie. Hey guys.
Hello
everyone. Yep, I had a bit written for you, but I get mixed up there with the historicals, the hystericals, and the dynamics. So.
It could be both. It could be easily both.
It could be. It could well be. But yeah, we've also got joining us tonight, ladies. Get ready, it's a love pigeon himself. Here's Jim.
Yeah.
Hey Jim, how you doing?
Oh, I'm just trying to balance this microphone between my legs.
Oi!
I can't get this
turned on, mate. Keep it turned on. That's all I'm saying.
I'm using one of those boom mic stands, but I have nothing to clip it onto.
I'm sure you are. Right. Okay, without further ado, let's get going. Let's see who we have in the chat so far. We do have a couple of people in the chat. Yo, Aria, how's it going there? I'm giving you the Vulcan salute. And yo to Dario. Jesus again. Right, okay, right. Here we are. Let's do some stuff. What's that? Well, that's the job drawing away. So tonight's show is going to be Kaiju.
It's his wife scratching, that is, trying to escape.
Is it? Scratching away at the door.
In the basement, yeah.
Right, so we're doing a Kaiju special. Yeah, classy as always. Do we know what you're drawing for us yet? Or are you
no. You have to wait.
Oh, right, okay. So it could keep us in suspense. I suppose that's a good thing, isn't it? Right, okay. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to do the news, I suppose, and just get on with this show and get things going. If you're new to my channel, I like to have long pauses between doing things. Just to let you know.
In those pauses, you can take that extra time to like the video, just double check that the bell's rung after you've subscribed.
Exactly, and sub to because the show's going to be on here a good few weeks from now. We'll be back again. I'll be learning how to speak properly as well. But yeah, let's get some stuff. Let's do the news. Right, so indeed, let's do the news.
Is that a new ident?
Yeah, it's Woolly's special one.
Yeah, it's the Scottish one.
Yeah, that's mine. That's my Scottish clock.
The original one.
Did you invent that one?
Well, no, it wasn't. It was invented by a Scotsman many moons ago. Yeah, and then the plans were stolen by the English and taken down to London. Shocking! It was shocking.
Wow, never heard of such a thing.
No, shocking. They took a big rock with them at the same time.
We got plenty of rocks.
Yeah. Okay. Mark, do you have any news for us, my man?
Oh, I do have not Daredevil news to share. A few things have advanced and that, but I'm gonna put out an update on Friday, and Jan will kindly read it for me on Russian Troll Factory in his Hans Cleanser voice. It's still live. Like, go and back it. You'll be getting one soon enough. I don't really have anything else to say apart from watch Russian Troll Factory on Friday and make sure that you're signed up onto this as well.
Yeah, get signed up to this.
This is coming along real nice. I got a new logo for it the other day. I've been whacking it on loads of stuff. It looks great.
That's
It's all
what she
coming
said.
together nicely. That is what she said.
Excellent.
Your mom's a very kind woman.
Some say too kind.
Oh, hey. Meanwhile, in the Valley, this is still in demand, isn't it?
It's still in demand. It'll be taken down at some point this year. It's just going to be taken down, and this version you'll never be able to get again. So, up to you. Just saying.
That's my kind of sales. Up to you. Take a look at that. If you've not got it, get it. For goodness sake, something wrong.
If you don't like his Welshness, don't buy his book.
Don't listen to that bigot. You could buy my book. It's very nice.
If you like Tom Jones or Shirley Bassey or Sheep, this is a book for you. Definitely.
Or Pontypandy and Fireman's Lamb.
I have questions about Shirley Bassey and this sheep. What's going on there? That's so. I assume that Shirley Bassey is the mother, like, in the relationship, right?
What do you mean relationship?
You're overthinking this, Mark.
Blame Tom Jones.
Still in demand, and of course, there's a mailing list. Job, do you want to say anything about this?
Yeah, mailing list is up. It's unfortunately been up for approaching 6 months, so I have to set up a new mailing list or Indiegogo will take it down. And it's taking a long time because I'm putting a lot of work into this. But sign up and we'll just park you on the new mailing list when it comes up.
Cool.
And of course, you can always buy the comic.
Yep, the originals are still in demand. Go get them. They're amazing. And do that and sign on to the mailing list. Excellent.
Do it now.
Oh, hello.
Hey ho. Okay.
Hello.
Hey ho.
So, what news have we got? As you probably all saw from the update that was put out this week, I've had to extend the campaign by 2 months, which has been, most people have been really, well, actually everyone's been really positive about it. We had some sickness in the London camp. We had some files that needed to be changed, some stuff that needed to be added in. So as a thank you to all my backers for being so understanding, there is another trading card that is going to be unveiled this weekend that's going to be now for every single one of my backers that has backed, including any future backers that back. So thank you to everyone who's supporting the campaign. That will be unveiled, like I said, this weekend. The only thing that I can tell you is that I've seen what's coming. It's really nice, and it's by Statistical Zero, who, when I asked around what people would like to see for their sketch card, trading card, many people said they really like the idea of Charlie and Buster. So it looks like more's going to be happening with Charlie and Buster. So that's the trading card. So hopefully you'll like it when you see it. Everything's moving along really well, and There he is. Look, he just appears out of nowhere. Hello, Stato. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks to everybody who has been so understanding about the delay. I know in the grand scheme of things, 2 months is not really very much, but it is for me. And I want to make sure this is the best book that you lot can get your hands on, which is why I made the decision to give the team a bit of breathing space, get on with it, get it done, and then get it out to you as soon as possible.
Yeah.
It's looking great. I mean, look at that. It's fantastic stuff.
Worth the wait.
It is indeed. Hey, Jim. It's still in demand, isn't it?
Ah, shit. Got more backers.
Hey, excellent.
Very
That's
nice.
good to know. Is there any other news you've got, or are we just going to have a wee look at this and remind everybody how fantastic it is?
Well, to the dismay of the people watching, I was going to dress up in my nightgown, my Star Wars night. No, not. It's not called nightgown, is it? What do you call a man's robe? Is it a robe?
Dressing gown?
Dressing gown.
Dressing gown. I was going to wear my Star Wars dressing gown, my
Your Star Wars negligee.
communist hat, and my blonde wig. But I can't find my webcam. It's the one thing
Well.
I've tried for this in time.
Considering
you
what you're
gotta
looking
picture
at,
it,
mate,
picture it.
that's probably
You're going to have to
good.
picture it in your nightmares.
Right.
But yeah, I have no other news as of this moment.
Cool, but this is in demand. It's still picking up backers. I've read it. It's really good. It's a fantastic book, and give it a look-see, guys.
Yeah. Do it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Elsa Dark, blah, 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 werewolves, blah, 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 bampots. It's really, really good. Look at that. It's fantastic. I do it. I think it's good. Give it a look. Think about backing it. It's good value. It's 124 pages of fantastic silken A4 British horror and adventure. And yeah, we're kind of slowly but surely getting to Stato's print. We need to get to Statistical Zero's print, which is down here. Everybody gets that. You've all got that. Everybody gets that. Looks lovely in a frame. Everybody gets that too. A little trading card.
Yes.
I want everybody to get that as well. So we just need, a few more backers. Get this, and then that's another gorgeous print to frame and put up on your wall next to this handsome fellow here.
Because we don't know what was going to happen if you don't back it.
Yeah, Tatty Batty Bogle man's going to come and get you. And there's Elsa. She's gorgeous. She just needs some backers. So please get
It's
her.
a full story as well, so it's the conclusion. So
It's a full story. It's three floppies. One of them's going to be, one of them's more like a graphic novel. The third issue is in this one is going to be like 52 pages, perfect bound. And it's going to be the only time you're going to get them in this format. So they will be pretty much the only time you're going to get them as single issues is here, and at this size is here. So think of it as UK size. Think of it as oversized if you're in the UK. If you're in the US, okay, that's what you're looking at.
If they're in the US, think of it as super size.
Super size, yeah. It's kind of like IMAX. It's the difference between watching your iPhone and an IMAX screen. Think of it that way. And get signed up for Tales of Mystery and Imagination while you're at it.
Somebody
Mark's in the
in
Formula
a
One.
whale enclosure.
It wasn't me this time.
Somebody what?
It was somebody in a whale enclosure. It sounded like whales
Sounded
singing
like a
to each other.
racetrack.
But I am in Wales, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it might have been a monster or something. I don't know.
It probably was.
Willie, is your book the only book in Comicsgate which has a werewolf with a full handlebar moustache?
Yeah, I think so. And a monocle. Yeah, they're called werewolves. Technically, they're a wolver, and they're not like your normal werewolf. They're pretty intelligent, and the werewolf you're looking at there is kind of like a criminal mastermind. So yeah,
It's a wolf in sheep's clothing you got to watch out for.
that's it.
That's what you got to watch out for, yeah.
That's your Welsh wolves. Yeah, your Welsh wolves. That is.
Oh man! Oh, I'm writing this down.
Welsh wolf. Welsh
Oh
wolves.
god damn it! Aardman did it, didn't they? With their were sheep.
They already
did.
did. Damn.
There's a rare rabbit.
Damn it.
Also,
Oh,
a rabbit.
I'm writing it
So it
down
was.
again. I'm writing it down.
Get right down. You're doing that. I'll say hi.
This is awesome.
Thanks for joining us, Replicant. You probably
Good
wondering
night.
what have I stumbled into. I did say in the description, if you're not drinking, you probably should be once you start watching this one. Pancho, I'm glad you could make it. Kingpin Art is perfectly right here. Back Willie's book.
Chill.
He's not
It'd
wrong.
be 70s magazine size. Yeah, exactly. Mag size.
Feels like those top shelf magazines.
Oh, yeah. Jan loved that one.
All the
Comes with a
pages.
free mustache.
None of the pages are stuck together though, so it's perfectly okay. It's not second hand. Don't worry about.
I'm keeping quiet.
Yeah. Go ahead, man. Right. Anyway, now I'm going to do my bit here. Okay, let's do it.
Yes.
I'm not going to bother with the long box because I'm not doing my long box tonight. Really, we're just going to be looking at kaiju. Now,
I only learned that word this week. I had no idea what it was.
Yeah,
It means
same.
Japanese fish.
Is it?
I believe so.
Japanese fish, right? Okay, it's one of these things that it's just men in rubber suits. Really, is what it means. Isn't it? It just means
There's a
men
lot of
dressed in
ways
rubber
to
suits,
interpret that.
walking about in sort of like pretend slow motion.
Is a
Right.
magazine in a bush the same size as a magazine under a post?
What?
I would think so. Yeah.
It's worth 2 in a hand, isn't it?
Maybe
Two of what?
cousins.
Never mind.
None of this is me this time, weirdly enough.
Indeed. Sign up to Tailless while you're at it, guys.
Yes.
Yes.
Taylor's, back the Welsh people.
Yeah, back to the Welsh people.
We need the help. Send help.
They do. They need all the help they can get because a lot of people just think they're English, but they're actually Welsh.
It's not even a country.
They're a
Yeah.
principality.
Right, guys, before we start our revolution,
I'm with Willie.
the all the Celts, we stick together, you know.
Yeah.
Like those mags.
What
Like
mag
the post.
pages?
Yeah. The Magnificent Seven Kaiju. Shut it. That aren't Godzilla's crew. That's easy for me to say. This is what I'm doing tonight. Magnificent Seven Kaiju that aren't Godzilla's crew. In other words, I'm going to pick 7 kaiju that I think are worth looking at and worth talking about. My favourites, as it were, or not. But they're not the ones you would normally see in a Godzilla movie. Although the first one you see, you might argue, yes, you do, because you're going to see him with Godzilla. Okay, so this is what we're doing.
Right.
I'll trust you.
Right. But he's not one of Godzilla's crew. Okay, so the first one of my countdown, and don't think this is a countdown to number 1. Think this is like Yul Brynner bring it together, the 7. Okay, and this is going to be the Magnificent 7 Kaiju. And the first one is, of course, Kaiju Kong. Okay, so it's King Kong as reimagined, and these are proper kaiju. We're not talking about the American remakes. These are all proper Japanese monsters. And it's King Kong as imagined or reimagined by the Japanese when they made King Kong versus Godzilla here, as you can see. And the powers that King Kong has, of course, you know, he's good at boxing. He's got the leg akimbo's move. And if you look at the top right-hand corner, he's also especially good at gagging. So he will take it. Yeah, he takes a tree and he gags. He sticks it down Godzilla's throat.
Oh, yeah.
That's a move you don't see often in movies.
What is it? You could have a lot of fun with the dubbing on that, can you? Let's be honest.
People.
Sorry.
Compliment, yes, indeed. Yep. Yeah, I did not yet absorb electrical wires. Yeah, I was very selective in the powers I'm choosing. But yeah, I picked Kong. The thing about Kong is it doesn't look at all like I call the real King Kong. You know, the one from the 1930s, the Melissa Bryan movie. But he's his own kind of thing. And has anybody ever seen King Kong vs. Godzilla, the original?
No.
No,
You got to
but
watch,
It's only just come out. What are you talking about?
no, you got to watch the original from the 1960s. It takes the whole movie for them to have a fight, so you might want to just fast forward to the last 10, 15 minutes. But it's like 10, 15 minutes of like the best, funniest men in rubber suits fighting each other you're ever going to see, as you can see, because these pictures are all taken from it.
How did they have time to make Godzilla films when Henry VIII was ruling?
Talented.
This is an actual film, right? So the new one is like a remake of of this, and that one underneath the Kaiju Kong, that King Kong there, that's like a legit.
That's legit. Yeah, I think that
Sweet.
might be a production
Right.
still. You know, that might be one of the production
Oh,
stills.
yeah, one of the fancy ones.
Yeah, but that's what he does in the movie. It's like he just dances about in boxes.
it looks like they borrowed the gorilla suit from is it Trading Places with Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd?
I'm surprised that he's not wearing a tie or something as well. Though.
Yeah, he does look like he should be playing a mouth organ or something. He's going to be Jig.
What year was this?
I think it's 66 around about for this one, because his Monster fan has joined us, points out King Kong Escapes in 1967 was the other toy kind of like King Kong movie. It didn't have Godzilla in it, so they spun him off and made their own King Kong movie. But we'll get to that later.
Fay Ray died in like 2004 or something, didn't she? Or 2002, something like that.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
The girl that was in the
King
girl
Kong.
that King Kong kidnaps. Oh,
Yeah.
you live with a silent film nut and you don't know who Fay Ray is. Get out of the house.
Domestic.
Get out, yes.
Get out of my pub.
I'm in a shed.
1962. Thanks, Stato.
So like, Fay Ray would have been alive to see this. It's not even like she was spinning in a grave at that point. She must have been furious. In the 60s.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, but it's a fantastic, fun film to watch. It's not fantastic, you know, but it's fun film to watch.
That's awesome though. Yeah.
It is. It's like, I know they've got one out there right now, which is probably really good, but come on, this is where it's at. These monsters had character about them.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, Graham Nolan described it as being a cinematic turd. That was his exact words.
Okay, right. Well, each to their own, you know.
No, not this one. The new one.
Your opinion's wrong.
The new
Each to
one.
their own.
The new one.
Yep. Right, okay. Right, oh, I wonder what he thinks of the original, though.
Oh, no, I think he loves the original one. I'm sure Stato's the best person to ask because he watches all of Graham's live streams, but he does a lot on old cinema, and I'm sure he covered the original ones, and he really likes them.
Right.
I
wonder if Bane was based on the Kaiju Kong.
Oh.
Yeah, you look at him there, you know.
Yeah.
He's thinking. He's plotting.
I got more interest in this one than the one that's out now.
This is a one to see. This is a one to
Yeah.
see.
Spoilers, please.
You know what he's King Kong saying there? He's going, but it's for you, the people.
I'm just not the right.
Somebody got that reference.
I'm the wrong person to ask about these films because I actually loved Alien versus Predator, and I know I'm such a weirdo, but I really liked that.
Also, the first one.
Yeah,
that was Paul Thomas Anderson, wasn't it?
Yep.
He did Event Horizon.
So I like these like big character versus big character films normally. So I quite like the whole like Kong versus Godzilla and Alien versus Predator. I quite like these ones. But these ones that you've got on the screen now, they're the classics. Like, it doesn't matter when they're on, we'll always watch them. We won't turn them over if we see them on the TV.
Yeah, it's like these are if you've watched them when you were a kid, you're going to love them. It's one of those kind of things. You know, if you saw them as a kid, you're going to love them.
I love the way Kong does look like he's dropping some sick rhymes there or something, doesn't he?
It does.
Yeah, he looks like he's rapping. Yeah.
It's like what Comics Review says. It's like Mystery Science Theater, they treat it like a pro wrestling. But
I feel like
so did the people that made the movie. That's how they treat it. It's essentially the moves that they do are wrestling and boxing moves in these kind of films. It's just.
I was going to say, I feel like the image there in the black and white on the right. I feel like they're about to break out into Beastie Boys Sabotage.
Yes.
No, Intergalactic Kaiju.
Intergalactic.
Yeah, that I think that might be what I meant. Yeah.
Root down, like Kong Air. He's going like, put my root down, and he's doing it. You can see him.
Yeah, legs akimbo. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I wearing a bra there, though.
I put that
Kong
because I was
wearing
getting
a
an
bra.
adamant vibe when I saw it. That's why I put legs akimbo. But I'm moving on to number 6 because you're going to love it.
Yeah. What? Right.
Right. This is I hope it's Geronimo, and we're now in the world of Ultraman, the TV show, and I've got a funny feeling that Geronimo is involved in some kind of cultural appropriation here. I'm pretty sure by the look of it. I don't know what's going on, but I'm sure he is. I love the beard. His powers are what got me interested. He can resurrect the dead. And I thought, you're a monster. You're not just a monster, but you can resurrect the dead.
It's very Ray Harryhausen, isn't it?
If Ray Harryhausen took acid, yeah.
It just reminds me of like the Jason and the Argonaut sort of stuff. And
Oh, I thought you meant personalised chip shops.
who's that? That's Harry
That's Harry
Ramsden,
Ramsden.
weirdo.
Sorry.
He looks like if I had my old Star Wars figure of Bosk, and I had him in a barber's with greasy hands and dropped him on the floor and picked him back up again.
Boss. I forgot about bloody
It reminds me. There's a weird sort of there is a weird like native Indian / Chicken Run thing going on here. You know the film Chicken Run.
Yeah,
he needs to take that shaving foam off his chin.
Yeah, I've got there's a few interesting ones coming up.
It's because he rushed out to have a big old fight. He forgot that he was halfway through his shaving. That's what it was.
One of the Ultraman monsters gave Bob's comic review nightmares as a kid. I think he might be coming up later on, to be honest. Some of the ones I've got here.
Stato just said that picture is Godzilla.
That Mexican Godzilla, that's what he uses for when he was 16.
Do you know Mexican Godzilla laid his carpet the other day?
McLovin.
No,
McLovin. Godzilla.
Mexican Godzilla put a carpet down the other day.
What?
He went and got, andale.
Oh, that's offensive.
It is.
Offensive.
Right.
I would like to point attention to Geronimo's wrists. What is that? Because I keep thinking he's wearing a coat or something. Like
yeah, because he's got furry cuffs and he's got a beard that looks the same as the cuffs.
I can see.
He's also got a belt buckle on his stomach.
Well, you know what they say, the collars and cuffs always match. They should always match the hair, but they don't, obviously.
I knew somebody was going to say that. I knew it was going to be you.
This bloody microphone working.
I thought he had whale teeth in the second one, but I see we get it now. It's a beard.
Yeah. He's definitely an interesting design, that's for sure.
Looks like a Street Fighter. What's his name? The green one.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Excuse me.
There is a slight samurai vibe, isn't there?
Why are you looking at me?
Because I'm talking to you and you're in the same room as me.
Carry on.
it kind of reminds me of Bowser
There's a
as
divider
well.
between them two.
He does. I can see that. He's you see what I mean about it? He seems to have a lot of different cultural kind of like things coming together. But I'm not quite sure. I think there's definitely meant to be some kind of like voodoo type quality thing going on here, considering his power can be to resurrect the dead.
Well, he does look like on the left that he's brought a garden gnome to life.
Yeah, that's Ultraman, who seems somewhat relaxed. Thinking I could take you, no problem, man.
There's a perspective issue with that photograph as well. I'm confused. Like, how big is he?
No,
Yeah,
Ultraman's big as well.
The Ultraman's giant as well, so yeah, they're both,
All right,
both the
okay,
same size.
okay.
Yeah, both giants.
It
Like,
looks
moving-
like,
So they're
moving-
just regular people in their world then.
yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. They still have like normal sized people as well in the cutaways. Ultraman starts small and then he grows big,
Okay.
and there's
It
lots of
looks-
different Ultraman.
Is Ultraman crouching down there? Because it looks like he's jumped out the car, burst into his toilet, and then this Tom's crept up on him.
You're crouching Ultraman, Hayden Geronimon. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, moving swiftly along. You're going to love it. You're going to love this. The fifth of the Magnificent Seven is Frankenstein.
No, wait a minute. You didn't say Jason Voorhees. You said Frankenstein, right?
Frankenstein, yeah. His powers are he has an immortal heart, so he can live forever. He can regenerate his body.
Yeah.
And his regenerative cells in a sequel made two other characters called Sanda and Gira, the
Who the hell is
Gargantuas.
Sandra?
Yeah, Sanda, the Gargantuas. So essentially, he's a retarded kid who was brought up by scientists and then ended up growing into a giant monster. But he's a good guy.
Yeah, like all retards.
So that is the story of Frankenstein as told by the Japanese in the 1960s.
I think they kind of missed the point, didn't they?
They kind of did, but they made a good 2 or 3 movies, so he was successful enough for that.
Wait, these are not. These are. Wait a minute. Okay, these are films now, not comics.
No, these are proper films. These are proper movies. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You're all speechless that there's such a thing like this actually exists.
I'm a bit confused. I'm looking at the guy in the middle, and I see that, and the guy in the right, sort of in his fighting stance.
Yeah,
and then you get these Yetis on the left.
Well, they're Sanda and Gira, the Gargantuas. They were created from his cells.
That's Harry and the Hendersons.
Yeah, I think they pretty much based Harry and Hendersons on this.
I thought it was Hawkwind.
My first thought on seeing this is like, where did they get the giant human parts to stitch together to make a giant Frankenstein?
Yeah, well, they find the kid wandering around in the streets. They then take him away and experiment on him or something, the scientists. That's pretty much it. So it's just
Frankenstein, isn't it? Like,
I think he's given Frankenstein's heart or something like that. If anybody's actually seen this, I saw it about 30 years ago and I can't really remember what happened. I just remember it being really weird.
Yeah.
It makes no frankincense whatsoever. But because of the weirdness of the ones that I'm picking here, I'm trying to pick ones maybe you've never seen before, such as Rodera.
Oh, wait a minute.
What the frig?
Hey.
Hang on, I've seen this creature in a Star Wars film. Luke Skywalker milks it.
Look at them nipples.
It's very Lovecraftian, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm just leaving that one there for you guys. I'll want to thank Monster Fan first for pointing out exactly the plot.
It looks like Dumbo turned inside out.
Jeez.
Yeah.
It looks like one of that monster in Twilight Zone, the movie, in the
does.
TV.
Yeah, the wee boys one.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they based it on this.
Could be, yeah.
It's a bit like, you know, Gremlins 2 when they go to the lab and there's all the concoctions there.
Yeah.
If you mixed up the bat gremlin with the lady gremlin and
a pineapple gremlin.
Yeah, and a tomato plant gremlin, you have this.
But she has a way about her, though, when you look, you know. It's something. Do you agree, guys?
Yeah, well, I was taken by it immediately. It's something about it. There's definitely something about it. His powers also to be acid based, except for the part where his body can reform itself.
Acid nose.
Yeah, he only ever made one appearance, I think. I don't think he was a huge success. Well,
Is
I
that
know. I'm
Ultraman
assuming.
in the other pick.
Let me rephrase that. Z only made one appearance in the
It's
series.
clearly a she. Come on.
I don't know. I mean, I don't even know what's coming at the top of the head. That's
It's got 6 boobs. It must be a she. Surely.
Yeah.
Is that Ultraman on the other
Leave
picture?
her alone. Sorry.
I don't think so. Like,
yeah.
Oh God.
It speaks for itself, that one, doesn't it? So let's move on.
I mean, he's using the only move he can. Purple Nurple times 6.
pretty much, yeah. What I love
Straight in
about
there.
these monsters is they seem to just do one pass on their design and then okay it and then make the suit. It's like it just seems that way, doesn't it?
It does it. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, it's cool. Print.
Fucking hell.
I was expecting another word after that.
Okarian. His main powers are snot bombs and ear probes. You can see the ear probes there.
Are they going into his ears or coming out of his ears?
That's exactly what I was going to ask.
They're coming out. He uses them to hear sounds and stuff like that. I don't know, like superhearing.
Why didn't he just use his
Use your
ears?
ears!
Yeah.
I don't know. Again, funny enough, not one of the most popular in returning monsters. I don't know why he never returned because I saw him. I'd give him his own show.
Jar Jar Binks, isn't it? It is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Meat is not buns.
He's taken a costume design out of Donald Duck's catalogue there. He's got the top half, but nothing on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kinky.
Yeah. Again, he's all happy about it. Legs akimbo, big smile on the face.
And he's obviously English because he's got a load of bad teeth.
He's got bad teeth, indeed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if this guy was stomping through downtown, you'd be like, "Yeah, cool, dude."
Yeah, like Austin Powers.
Yeah, he'd be like the chew. He's more like the Chewits guy, isn't he?
Oh,
yeah, that's exactly what he's like.
He was chewing it and forgot he had it.
That was the last guy.
Yeah, it's Okarian, who I think he would be the comic relief in the
carry
group.
on.
Okarian, aye. Okarian.
Yeah, he gets everywhere.
But we're going to hang on. From Vigo to Carpathian. Yes, he did. He's definitely got that kind of like a Old Norse kind of feel.
Oh,
Mechakong or Mechanicong, you can either one's acceptable. Now,
is this in a film?
It is. It's King Kong Escapes. It's a sequel to King Kong versus Godzilla, and in this one, it's I think the scientist is called Doctor Who, and he creates a giant mechanical ape that's the spitting image, the doppelganger for King Kong. By doppelganger, I mean it's the same shape as him, and they have this epic fight between King Kong and a giant robot version of himself.
That looks awesome.
That is.
I never understand why in these movies they make like the robot version a version of the thing that it's fighting. You know, like if I had to fight a giant octopus, I wouldn't be like, what I need to defeat this octopus is another metal octopus. I could have some.
What would you use?
Giant metal octopus. I'm writing that down too.
Huh?
What would you use to defeat a giant octopus then?
It depends. We fighting on land or on water.
Well, now you know what to make a metal version.
But it's going to rust, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the reason they make the metal versions is because it's the same as the old split in Superman and 2 and Superman 3. It's fun to have people with the same powers kind of fight each other, and you know.
Yeah, and they made a metal version of Superman 2, didn't they? Not of Superman 2.
Yeah,
of Superman also.
Well, they did.
Well, Superman 3, they turned a human into a metal human.
Yep, Annie Ross turned her into a metal robot.
You'd be telling me
version.
she was Scottish next.
She is famous Scottish jazz singer Annie Ross, who also voiced Sarah Douglas in some scenes for the Superman 2 overdubbed her. There you go. Don't know what the chat's going on about now, but
Giant shark.
say hello
a
to Pop
giant
Culture
metal
Avenger.
shark.
A giant shark against the octopus. Yes, that's a good call.
Yep.
What would actually build is a giant metal kabuto thing. You know those things. They're not really called kabutos. That's the Pokemon name that's based on them. You know what I'm on
close
about,
enough.
right? It's like a
Seashell.
fossil creature, like that used to dominate under the sea, like a giant woodlouse that can swim.
Oh, the
Trilobite.
something. Yeah.
Trilobite.
Trilobites, I like them, yeah. But I'm on about this specific one that's got.
Did
like
it have metal armor?
It did, yeah.
That's not a trilobite then.
Right, I hope you're all drinking in the chat. I'm just going to remember this is not a countdown as such, but this is the last one that would make up the 7. Of course, if it was a countdown to a number 1, then either Kaiju Kong or
what's
Mecha
number
Kong
1?
would win.
Show us number 1.
You know, but we do have a final one to look at, and this is called. I'll give you a clue. It's called Birdon. Okay.
Gonna be bird.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
my
wait a minute.
God.
Hey, she's pretty attractive too, isn't she? Like the other one. I like.
Yeah,
her,
I know that character inside out.
I like her ball cheeks. What do you call those?
Yeah.
This was actually a popular character. Came back lots of times, and I believe even killed one of the Ultramen that were that powerful. But it's kind of like a just giant chicken thing.
Yeah,
I've got a bird on.
Apparently, that's what dinosaurs actually look like.
Yep.
Oh no! I just noticed the ball sacks.
Yeah. It's like Alf gone wrong, isn't it?
Or going right, depends what you think.
Gone right, yes.
I noticed as well that his ball cheeks are the same length as each other in it, like which is a bad
If
thing.
if he jumps up and down, is he like one of them toys with the ball that goes clack 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 clack?
If he jumps up and down and his balls bang into each other, he just knocks himself out straight away.
I still think his move should be like a clack 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 clack, like one of them toys.
Oh,
Scare the enemies, or mating ritual, maybe. It's going to hurt, isn't it? It's probably not a good idea.
Yeah,
you know the Mexican ball in a cup game?
Right.
Yeah.
Make your own pictures in your own head. Like I've given you all the ingredients.
It's just Chewbacca in cosplay.
It kind of is. These are two versions of the same Birdon, as you can see.
Bird on and bird off.
Yeah, in one show he had like a curly green fur, and the other he didn't. But yeah, I don't know. He's kind of like a rock star, I think.
I like it. How can you?
That's my 7.
That's amazing. I don't know what to say. Like, I've not seen most of these things ever before. Like this, I don't even know how I would explain that to people.
No, yeah, I was going to do
What's that with the
it. I was
balls?
going to do what Stato suggested to put King Kong in all of them. You know, most of them, just so I could get an ape in there everywhere. But I discovered Ultraman while I was doing the research for this. I'd read the comics, I'd seen some of the shows, but pretty much every episode has got a new monster in it, and they're all as crazy as these guys.
Yeah, well, when we decided to do this topic, like the next day I thought about it and I was like, I haven't really watched any of these, and the more I was thinking about it, this is what Power Rangers is, isn't it? Like the third act's just this. So then I was like, I do have like a understanding of the flavour that we're doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's some facts for us there. People in Asia can get cheek growths like this. It's called a wen. Yeah. And one of the first anime was about demons taking it off a guy. Okay. There you
And
go,
what
Chris.
was he hunting to get it back? Bring back
Give
my
me back
ball.
my balls.
Yeah, probably worth a lot of money for fans that are kind of off their head. Anyway, that's the 7 of the Magnificent 7. You can imagine them all getting together and then trampling around on like small cardboard boxes, pretending to be cities. But that's leading me on to a question. So the question I have for you guys tonight is, what would your kaiju even powers be? So you've seen these guys, you know. What would yours be if you're going to be a man in a rubber suit, steady? What would your powers be?
I'd have my balls on my back instead of my chin. Why not?
Well, mine's similar. My powers would be not to have balls on my face.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm with you. Let's start a Kaiju club.
And my other power is just going home.
Yeah. Balls.
Going home.
When God was handing out the bull cheeks back of the queue, I ain't rushing
Yeah.
to get them put on.
It's like something out of Men in Black, isn't it? Maybe they got the idea from that.
Maybe I think a lot of Hollywood people just watched these when they were kids, and
Probably, yeah.
So to answer your question, I think it would be pretty cool and very destructive to be able to roll up in a ball in it like an armadillo or a hedgehog. That would aid the city smashing quite a lot, I think.
Like Sonic.
Yeah, like Sonic. But hard.
Strangely, Mark, you actually answered somebody's question in the chat there.
Yeah, no, like
25 minutes ago.
that. It's almost like I did that on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was Dario Hernandez when he said, "What's the English word for a bush pig?" A hedgehog is the answer.
I missed that one.
We have bush pigs around here. That's another story.
They're called sheep.
Right. So, anywho, yeah, powers. I don't know. I would probably just have to go with the old laser eyes. But I do like I do like having a power to be able to kind of make people do what I want them to do. You know.
I want the power to be metal.
Yeah. So a beam that just makes people do what I want them to do.
You don't really need powers when you're the size of a building, do you? It's like, what's your power? I'm the size of a building.
Yeah,
you're the size of a
only
building, Mark,
weakness-
and then this comes wandering down the street. What are you going to do, man? What are you going to do?
I'm going to box him in his face balls.
My only weakness as a building would be Superman.
I think the power I would have would be fire, breathing fire, because that always looks badass.
Yeah.
Unless you see the people at festivals do it looks pretty lame.
Yeah, that is true.
Or it blows back and you get that heavy metal thing that catches your hair on fire, and then you look like a bit of a tit trying to do it. Yeah.
Then you look bad.
Exactly.
What happens if they try to put the fire out in the mouth, but they put more gasoline in it?
Oh, what? Pick the wrong cup up?
Yeah. In the haste, in the panic, you tend to make these mistakes.
As you do.
If you get really drunk and then do it,
yeah. That would say just don't do it. That's my kids. Don't do it.
Don't fire, kids.
No, do sword swallowing instead. It's much safer.
Yeah, stick to laser eyes. You'll be all right. Just get some surgery. Be fine.
Exactly. Stick to laser eyes.
Nuclear flatulence. Does anybody have that? I mean, not really. I mean, in the kaiju sense.
No, but that would be a good one.
I must have done that.
In the poem.
Right, moving swiftly along. Let's get out of the way. Jim, you have something for us, I believe. I'm going to bring you in here. It's time for the love pigeon to have us. Tell us what we're doing.
It's time to test your Godzilla knowledge.
I
have to note, this is based on someone's presentation they had to make for a Japanese class. I hope the guy failed it because it's like 45 questions. I'm sure they were like, just do us a quick presentation on Godzilla. And he's like, all right, I'm going to spend 10 years on it. So we're going to do 10 questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, question 1. Let's start with an easy question. What's Godzilla's Japanese name? Is it Makaru, Kiroryu, Godzilla, or Gojira?
I don't know.
We know that, don't we?
I think the last one.
Yeah, it's the last one.
It's... Don't know if it's right. Number 2. Godzilla is a so-called kaiju. It's Gojira. I know that one. It's an easy question. Number 2. Godzilla is a so-called kaiju or Daijaku kaiju, which means translated strange beast or giant strange beast. Well, that's not a fucking distinction, is it? Other well-known monsters in that category are Gamera, King Kong, Cloverfield, or the monsters from movies and animes like Pacific Rim, Neon Genesis Evangelion, and Attack on Titan. Kaijin are giant, strange humans. But what are Seijin?
Hail Seijin.
Is it mechanical beast, star beast, natural beast, or animal man?
Episode monster fan.
I'm going to say mechanical beast because it's the only one which kind of makes sense.
Oh,
All right, we're going with Jens.
Star beast, I would go.
Yeah, me.
Because it's got an
also.
S in it.
No, I'm basing it on Dragon Ball Z only because it sounds a bit like that.
Jan,
Okay,
Mr. Notary, could you write down the answers we're saying just in case?
Who, me?
Yeah. So the first one we picked Gojira. Number 2, we're picking Star Beast.
It's Alien.
Number 3, Yamato no Origi, the 8-headed and 8-tailed legendary serpent.
Isn't that
Probably
8
the
serpents?
Is probably the oldest known kaiju due to the legend of Susan. But what was the collection of mythological stories called that was created during the Han Solo dynasty and used the term kaiju for the first time?
Oh my goodness.
Fucking hell. Is it Shanghai Jing, Shanghai Noon, Shanghai Nights, Shanghai Noon number 2 with Jackie Chan, or Shanghai Zero?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Jackie Chan one. Definitely that.
That one. Shanghai
Yeah,
Nights.
What one was that? The third one?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Moon Swiftly
Shanghai
Olympic number
Nuts.
4.
Bikini Island.
It's Bikini Island.
A 1954 incident in the Pacific's Bikini Bottom inspired Tomoyuki Tanaka and Ishiro Honda to make the first Godzilla movie. What happened? They made a movie. Both men were on a vacation and witnessed a lizard running through the sandcastle of several children.
A sandcastle of several children. Wait a minute.
That sounds horrible!
It does, doesn't it?
Is that a sandcastle of children or children with sandcastles of 7?
How do you? Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm going with number 2.
It is, yeah. I know.
Well, yeah. Yeah, that's fucking old news, isn't it? But I wish it was the first one.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. The Ray Harry Ramsden's created monster Redosaurus was another inspiration for Godzilla. What was the 1953 movie called in which this creature appeared? The Beast of Hollow Mountain, The Giant
I know
Claw,
this. I know it.
Journey to the Beginning of Time, or The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms?
Is it?
The last one. The last one.
Yeah.
The last
Is
one.
it the Beast from 20,000 Fathoms?
I got the movie.
Going
got the
with the
movie.
Beast. Number 6. How was Godzilla killed in the first movie? Buried in a volcano, shot into space, disintegrated with a weapon called Oxygen Destroyer, or shot with simple missiles, not complicated ones.
He harry-carried.
Yeah.
He committed seppuku.
Shot
That's
into
not
space.
choice.
Then.
That's not a choice.
Shoot him into space.
How
I
did they?
would.
What?
A massive trebuchet.
Surely he fell into a volcano or shot with missiles. That would
By
be the
shot.
two.
I think it's most likely that he was killed by the fictional weapon.
Yeah, I would say
the
let's just go.
Oxygen
Let's go with
Destroyer.
go with the chart.
We'll go with Oxygen Destroyer.
Oh, what was the chat?
Yeah.
I can't even see it.
Yeah, Oxygen Destroyer, they said as well.
Oxygen Destroyer.
Okay, we clicked that. How did Akira Ikafubi, composer of the iconic soundtrack, create Godzilla's equally iconic roar? He asked befriended scientists to recreate the sounds of real dinosaurs and use those recordings. How the hell did they know what they sounded like?
We know that's not right then.
Remember that T-Rex? Can you recreate that sound for me? Yeah, all right. He recorded various animal sounds and combined them into one. He used a leather glove tainted in pine resin and stroked a contrabass.
Tainted.
Threw a laughing bag into a filled trash can and then let the batteries run empty. Where the fuck the batteries come into it?
What's a laughing bag?
Yeah. I've got
This guy obviously
things.
failed his presentation.
I'd go with the song Tainted Glove. It's got to be the answer.
Tainted
Are we going Tainted Glove?
Yeah, even if that's not right, that's the one to go with.
All right. Tainted pine. Okay. Number 8. Godzilla's Japanese name is a hybrid of the animal names Gojira and Kujira because of characteristics from those animals that inspired his creation too. What are those two animals? Gorilla and whale, iguana and shark, elephant and crocodile, or panther and Joanna?
All my favorite sandwiches.
Elephant and crocodile.
Shark.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
probably iguana and shark.
yeah, go for that one.
Although
Okay. Oh,
So,
I was gonna say one of the biggest complaints with the 2008 one was that he looked too much like an iguana. Like
That's because he's one.
Statistical Zero says his name's a cross between cash and money.
many-
I'm going with iguana.
it could be the
what
first
I'm
one.
saying.
It could be the first one.
Oh, fuck. That's King Kong, isn't it?
Let's go with shark. Let's go with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shark Tales.
Yeah, how many of these are to go?
Number 9. How did Toho Studios bring Godzilla to life in most of their movies? Suit motion. Yeah, that's a fancy word for that. Motion capture.
We've got,
CGI or stop motion?
we've got a bloody picture there showing us how they did it.
Oh, yeah, they have.
CGI.
Stop motion. Stop motion and easy.
No, it's CGI.
It's early motion
You know how
capture. So
revolutionary they had to be to fake a man in a suit?
So how big is this guy?
2 feet.
20 meters high.
All right, I was going to say.
The first biggest man.
The first biggest.
Yeah.
Good.
You've got to revolutionize somehow.
It's true. It's true.
Where do you think Frankenstein come from?
Yeah.
We'll go with suit motion.
Yeah.
I reckon.
Motion.
Yeah,
It
that's
sounds
my suffering.
cutting edge.
Number 10, the final question if you ignore the other 35. Where do the names of the first 2 eras of the series, Showa and Heisei, come from? Fuck knows. That's the answer.
Yeah.
From the respective tenor that were ruling Japan at the time, whose movies were made, or from the movie series, current main antagonists, or from the names of the creative minds behind each series, or from the filming locations. Sound like locations.
I was
I
going
would
to say.
go with
Yeah.
locations as well. I think.
Showa. All right, show me the answers. Right, how do we get the answers? No one's going to know if we were right because we all lost.
The only winner here is the audience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hold on. Look how
And
many
they're
questions there is.
class winners.
That's a lot of questions.
That is
Hang
it.
on, hang on, what's that?
What?
Okay, we got 7 out of 10.
Pretty sweet,
Not
70%.
bad.
Fucking yes.
Do we know which
So like
ones?
my percents, 16.
We got the right ones.
Yeah, that's all that
I
matters,
did-
isn't it? That's all that matters is if we got the right ones.
I did write them down. If anybody knows.
Oh yeah, would have been interesting to actually see what the answers were, but fuck it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. If you got the wrong ones, though, God, who cares?
Yeah, we're just masters. That's it. We're just masters of the kaiju.
Oh, Showa
Shop-
era and Heisei, bloody know it all.
Anyway, cheers for that, Jim.
You're welcome. I prepared it extensively.
I guess that. Job, how are you coming on there? Are you something you're ready to show us yet?
Oh yeah, I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Somebody, let's have a wee look at it. I'm going to click on the right thing here. Just give me a second. Holy
Here we go.
moly!
Holy shit.
Nice.
It's a carriage. It's a modern kaiju called Big Man Japan. It was a 2007 movie about. Let me read it to you. I should probably share the screen. Just to find some stuff. It's a movie, a film that takes the form of a mockumentary by this guy called Masura Daisatao, who is otherwise a normal Japanese citizen except for an inherent ability to grow to a height of approximately 30 meters in response to the application of high voltage electricity. As both his father and grandfather before him, this guy has accepted the duty to protect Japan against various giant monsters while working for a subdivision of the defense of ministry called the Ministry of Monster Prevention. Anyway, this looks like a really kooky bloody movie. If anybody wants to Google Big Man Japan, it looks straight up mad, as everything you'd expect from Japan. And I haven't watched it yet, but it's on my list forever. And I just thought that's what I think of.
That's pretty cool, to be honest. I like the sound of it.
Yeah.
But should I be careful when I Google it?
I would think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, at least we got that one wrong there. That's not what we said, was it? Or was it? Is that what we said?
We said regions, I think.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, we got that one wrong. So now we know.
That's pretty cool, Chubb. I love the.
It was. Yeah.
Nice.
That
Nice.
Pop Culture Avenger in the chat says, Wooly, you forgot to mention Mecha Streisand from South Park. That's
Oh, right, of course. That's right back in the first season, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. How
It
could I
was.
not have mentioned that? That was like a defining moment. But that was when South Park was like, it was a defining moment for South Park as well. Make us
let's start again.
Yeah, let's do it again. Right, I'm just going to kick you guys out. We're going to get started, okay? Let's do it.
All right.
Yeah,
No worries.
or we could just or we could do people or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Really. I'm going to add you to
Why
the
not?
stream, man. Here you go. It's all yours.
All right. Yeah, an hour in, so we'll get on quick. We'll do this quick because it's crap. But yeah, big monsters. So I did it's meant to be like a Godzilla and King Kong as one.
Yeah.
Didn't quite work.
With a
Didn't quite work.
scorpion's tail as well, I noticed.
Yeah, he looks like a chameleon who's gone bald. Not that they're hairy. You know what I mean?
It's like if a chameleon had sex with a naked mole rat.
Yeah. Kinky, but I like it. All right. Yeah, we'll go with that. That's perverted, Mark. But we'll move on. I haven't got much to go on, so basically I just did this. I did some films about King Kong, so here we go. Kong hand, Luke. He's got a big Kong hand. No? No, tough crowd. All right then. The Lion Kong. They don't get any better than this. So we got Sai Kong. There he is.
He's saying hello.
I don't even know. It's it's Sai Kong, Hitchcock's best film. We've got The Inconvenient Truth. There's more. Give me a second. So, American Well from London. It don't even look like a monkey. I don't know. All right.
That's an American monkey.
The Conversation. You can put a monkey in anything. It looks, it's comedy, serious fun.
That's my motto. I live by that motto.
We got The Loneliness of a Long Distance Runner.
Damn, what's that woman?
There we go. Here's one for Charlie. King Kong in New York. And last is one for Bully, The Last King Kong in Scotland. That's about as good as it gets, I'm afraid. So we're on to Godzuki. There he is. You got to you got to enjoy his face. Look at him. Oh. So of course, Godzuki comes from zucchini, which is courgette in real language. which is a baby marrow. So baby Zillow, it all makes sense if you think about it. And you think, how high is Godzuki? Of course, he's always blown his smoke rings high as fuck the most. Sorry, language, but yeah, there you go.
Jesus.
It all makes sense now, doesn't it?
Yeah, look at them red eyes.
Yeah, actual footage.
Rather than commies.
Yeah, so I was thinking about how he looks, and you can clearly tell the influence for Godzuki and his Bourgeonine or courgette or whatever.
Courgette.
So, of course, we all know him from Escape from New York, and we all know the original 1998, whatever it was, Escape from New York there, which had lots of Godzukis, right?
Yeah.
Like Cloverfield, same thing, because you got this thing was meant to be the junior of, small, like a Godzuki, and he was like the mermaid man in SpongeBob, and there we go. Look at his face; he's in a black hole, which was like the Cloverfield paradox. Remember when they tore a hole in the fabric of reality and stuff? So it just gives you an idea of stoned Godzuki is and his connection with Ernest Borgnine, because he does look like him, doesn't he? Or is it just me?
Separated at birth.
Yeah. So that's basically it. I got a few more of these. Only Godzuki forgives. I got a skeleton Godzuki. And we've got Agnes of Godzuki. And of course, finally, Godzuki Lander.
That's going in the poem.
Yeah, that's all I got for this week.
That's
enough, though, isn't it?
that's more than enough. That's more Godzuki than anybody can handle.
Exactly.
Oh my God! Right, anybody who's still there in the chat?
After that,
you apologise.
I hope you're not sober. I wish I wasn't. But thanks for joining us tonight, and and now it's time to hand over for I would call it the highbrow moment of the show.
Yeah.
We're going to hand over to Jan, who's going to give us his thoughtful, deep, meaningful,
inspirational
poem, indeed inspirational poem for the evening, and then it'll be a good night from all of us.
Thank you. The found poem from the show. Welcome back to my channel. Trying to escape. A few things to share. A Scottish version with Russian Troll Factory. Praise Welsh Jesus. Hello chat. Yeah, I like that one. There aren't Godzilla's crew. 1967 King Kong. Fay Ray, get out of my pub. That's the picture Godzilla used for his fake ID. Frankenstein. It's luscious crumbs drunk. It's salacious crumbs drunk at uncle. If this guy was stomping downtown, a giant metal shark Spider-Man hybrid, I've got a bird on. No, the Mexican ball in a cup game, I'd have balls on my back. Stick to laser eyes and nuclear flatulence. Tainted glove, he grows to 30 meters. Kong's hand Luke, the lion Kong, the lowliness of a Kong distance Kong, God, Zuki, Lander, good night.
Get